Welcome to Rainbow Kitties. If you're here, I bet you're looking for ways to help your kid, handle all the ups and downs of growing up. Well, today we're diving deep into mindfulness for kids. We're going to break down what mindfulness really is, why it's so important for kids, and most importantly, how you can actually use it in your family.
It's funny because mindfulness, it's not just a trendy word you hear everywhere these days. There's actually real science behind it. Tons of research showing how good it is for kids, emotionally, mentally, even physically. And we're going to unpack some of that research right here, right now.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
First things first, what is mindfulness?
Yeah.
I mean, we see it everywhere. But what does it actually mean? Beyond just being in the moment, what's the real deal?
Yeah, you're right. It's way more than just a catchy phrase. The Cambridge Dictionary, they define mindfulness as the practice of being aware of your body, mind, and feelings in the present moment, thought to create a feeling of calm. And they even say it can help people manage things like anxiety and depression. But to really get how it works, we need to go a little deeper, I think.
So it's not just about feeling calm, but like actively creating that calmness by being present.
Exactly. The American Psychological Association, they describe it as awareness of one's internal states and surroundings. And what's really key here is that mindfulness can help us break free from those automatic habits, the ones that sometimes don't really help us. We learn to observe our thoughts and feelings and experiences without immediately judging them or reacting to them. Just imagine your child, they're facing a test at school. Mindfulness can actually give them tools to calm those nerves down and really focus on what they need to do.
Wow, I'm starting to see how this could be a game changer for kids, especially with all the pressure they have at school these days. So it's not about shutting down their thoughts and feelings. It's more about changing how they relate to them.
That's it. That's the heart of it.
Yeah.
And there's John Kabat-Zinn. He's like a pioneer in this field, developed something called mindfulness-based stress reduction. He has this definition I love. Paying attention in a particular way, on purpose, in the present moment, and non-judgmentally.
Okay, wow, that's really powerful. It's all about attention and acceptance, the two things you were talking about earlier.
Exactly. Attention means being totally present, right here, right now. Truly aware of your thoughts, your feelings, your body, everything. Then comes acceptance. You just observe all of that without judging it. You notice your feelings, you acknowledge them, and then you let them go.
So mindfulness, it's not like a destination. It's more like a practice, something we keep working on over time.
You got it. And there are these attitudes that can really help us on this mindfulness journey. Being non-judgmental, accepting whatever comes up during practice, being patient as we learn, approaching things with an open mind, trusting our own inner experience. And these aren't just for adults, they're super powerful for kids too.
Yeah, it makes you think, if we can model these attitudes as parents, we'd be creating a more mindful environment for our families.
Totally. Kids, they learn by watching us. The more we live mindfully ourselves, the more likely they are to do it too.
So how do we actually do that? How do we bring mindfulness into our kids' lives in a way that actually works? We can't just tell them, be mindful and expect them to get it.
Oh, absolutely not. Kids learn best through play, through activities they enjoy. And luckily, there are so many fun, creative ways to introduce mindfulness to kids. Let's talk about some techniques. We could start with breathing exercises, for example. Everyone breathes, so it's a great place to start.
Okay, but how do you make breathing exercises fun for kids? Sitting still and focusing on your breath doesn't exactly sound exciting to me.
You're right, it has to be engaging. So instead of just telling them to breathe, try fun visualizations. Imagine them pretending to blow up a giant bubble, or smelling a beautiful flower, or squeezing a lemon.
Oh, I love those. Kids love using their imaginations.
Exactly. It takes the pressure off and makes it fun. And while they're having fun, they're also learning to regulate their nervous system.
So focused breathing can help them get out of that fight or flight mode.
Exactly. Which is especially helpful when they're stressed or overwhelmed.
Okay, breathing exercises, I'm getting it. What other mindfulness practices work well with kids?
Another great one is the body scan. It's a guided practice where kids focus on each part of their body, from head to toe. It helps them become more aware of their physical sensations.
Can you walk us through one, like a simplified version? What would it actually feel like for a kid to do a body scan?
Okay, picture this. Your child is lying down comfortably, eyes closed, taking some deep breaths, and you guide them to bring their attention to their toes. What do they feel? Warmth? Coldness? Can they feel their socks? Then slowly move up to their feet, their ankles, their calves, just noticing the sensations without judging them.
It's like taking a little adventure through their own body.
It is, and it can be super relaxing.
But is it just about relaxing? Or are there other benefits too?
It is relaxing, and that's definitely valuable. But body scans can also help relieve tension, especially after physical activity. It's a good way to wind down.
You mentioned your child has a lot of energy. Maybe a body scan would help them calm down after a busy day?
It could. That's what's great about mindfulness. It can be adapted to fit different needs and personalities. And the more we practice ourselves, the better we can guide our kids.
Okay, so we've got breathing exercises and body scans. What else is there?
Well, mindful listening is another fantastic practice. It's about really tuning into the sounds around us, paying attention to what we hear instead of just zoning out.
I see how that connects to attention.
Yeah.
But how do you actually make listening mindful?
It's like turning everyday sounds into something special. Try fun activities like listening for a bell to fade away or identifying different sounds in the environment. You could even make it a game. Who can hear the farthest sound? Or how many different bird songs can you hear?
Ooh, that's fun. It's like a mindfulness treasure hunt.
Yeah.
So mindful listening, it's not just about the sounds themselves. There are benefits beyond that, right?
Absolutely. It can actually help kids develop social skills too. When they practice paying attention to sounds, they're also building their ability to focus during conversations, and that's so important for communication.
That's a great point. So mindfulness isn't just about being calm and relaxed. It can help kids build skills they need to succeed in all parts of their lives.
Exactly. And now, how about we talk about mindful walking? It's another great way to bring mindfulness into your family's routine.
Wait, mindful walking. How do you walk mindfully? Isn't walking just dot walking?
It can be, but mindful walking encourages you to pay attention to how it feels to walk, how your feet feel on the ground, the movement of your body, the rhythm of your breath. The American Psychological Association, they even have a mindful walking guide. But for kids, we can make it even more fun.
Okay, I'm all for fun. How do we make walking mindful and fun for kids?
Get creative. Imagine silly walks, like from that old Monty Python skit, or walking silently like ninjas, focusing on every muscle, trying not to disturb anything. Or you could even add balancing activities, like walking with a beanbag on their head, or trying a tightrope walk on a low curb.
Oh, those are awesome ideas.
Yeah.
Adding those balancing activities also makes them even more aware. It challenges them to stay present.
Exactly. And the best part is they're having so much fun, they don't even realize they're practicing mindfulness.
I love it. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground already, but I know there's more to explore. In the next part of our deep dive, we're going to keep uncovering ways to make mindfulness engaging for kids. We'll focus on how to bring these practices to life for different ages and stages.
Looking forward to it. There's so much more to discover.
Please like, share with fellow caregivers, and subscribe to get notified.